Say, buddy, you mentioned something about research for a story.
That's right. Got a tip that something big's happening.
Whoa! What is that? Some kind of riot? What the hell's happening here?
I have no idea. But one thing's for sure. Whatever's going on down there, it's not business as usual in this town.
Holy shit! Did you see that?
Yeah!
Here's what people don't want to know. I should have the right as a red-blooded American to drink while driving.
If you spent a lot of time watching commentary channels in the mid-2010s, you probably watched Leafy, or at the very least are aware of Leafy, and his weird assortment of characters that he's talked about throughout the years. One of his more prominent figures is a man named Devon Sweeney, who went on these weird, esoteric rants about random bullshit all the time.
Oh, you think you're strong and you think you can take me down? Okay, bring it, because I will get a motherfucking metal fucking bat and beat you in the fucking legs and give you a fucking concussion.
And Leafy made a series talking about him. They went back and forth, hoo-ha.
A lot of YouTubers get jealous when they see a YouTuber making, some crazy good content and are just blowing up on YouTube. But I don't take it that way. I see a person like Devon here that makes just some of the best videos I've ever seen, and that's just me. And yeah, you got your $5 and you're ready to get a blowjob from Mr. fucking Potato Head. Just
Devon still makes videos today.
The motherfucking chili is heating up. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Cause I got ambition to make some chili wraps. I'm in the kitchen making some chili wraps. Can you get me a plate, Dad? Yeah. So right now I'm gonna be testing out the chili wraps that me and my dad made for our dinner tonight.
But how he's relevant is, during that time frame, he interacted with a man named Josoman, also known as Joshua Bailey, currently called Jenny Bailey, who is this fat lolcow who pisses and shits inside of his room, doesn't clean up after himself, thinks he's the new incarnate of Eminem, and also creates art on Instagram. He's a jack of all trades, he's a master at none, and that's what we've come to truly love about him. A couple of years ago, they sort of teamed up to create this Instagram account called FosterHomeOrgy, which was basically a combination of Devon, Josh, and this other man named Uncle Don. And they created a bunch of these cameos that people could buy. They would make these weird, odd videos on their Instagram page that would circulate. And they reached roughly 80,000 followers at one point before the Instagram got shut down. Josh has had these run-ins with plenty of other popular YouTubers throughout his time span. Another prominent figure is the Amazing Atheist, somebody that everybody loves on the internet. Essentially, when Josh was starting out his YouTube channel, he was impersonating a lot of people. He was trying to climb his way to the top. And one of those ways was imitating the Drunken Peasants podcast. Now, if you know anything about the Drunken Peasants podcast, the one thing you might know is when a popular political figure named Milo went on to the podcast and talked about how the child enthusiasts of the world are not that bad, and the fact that he was taken advantage of as a kid, not that bad. Who cares? Why have any laws built around it? So that is probably the most prominent figure. They still get a decent showing. Their Patreon has almost $3,000 a month coming in, but Josh thought it would be a good idea to take a stab at doing podcast work early on and they absolutely shit upon him, absolutely desecrating him.
Podcast. There's another podcast called the Random Discussions Podcast. And it's so bad, it's like barely watchable. The Random Discussions Podcast.
RDP. This is probably a total troll podcast, though.
Let's take a look.
Let's see.
Here's the only one that's of any length. Well, and you see, we can see TJ in it twice.
Of course, because I've been in this podcast so many times.
So I'm going to respond to
he's going to he tells you that he's going to respond.
I'm going to respond to the video I just told you I was going to respond to. Watch it.
Stop now. I want to destroy these people.
And they're just trying to use my face to sell that boring shit, too.
Fuck it! Right.
Fuck it! This is just like the Amazing Atheist. You know his vivacious, like, crazy style? Well, I replicate it perfectly. Check it out.
Fucking sucks!
Now, moving forward, we're going to see how Josh sort of built his brand. You know, he interacted with some pretty prominent figures for a while, but there's a good chance you've never heard of him. A lot of the information about Josh is scrubbed from the internet. He, like most locals, go around deleting channels, making new channels, disappearing from the internet. It's hard to keep up with him. So I'm going to take my stab at some of the prominent information I could find currently on the internet. So we're going to look throughout everything and how Josh became famous. Some of the earliest videos I could find about Josh were these weird videos that he would have spats with random small commentary channels in the past.
He celebrates her 200 subscriber mark, but she only got that because of others. I actually earned that.
And not to mention, the clown himself gets a sub boost from fucking the conundrum.
They trumped yours in a lot of ways. If you're talking about my videos, if you combine them together, which is what I usually have done in the past, then that is a combined view of at least 88 views compared to your 46, and even your video 300, that was your most popular, I think 326. Yeah, that video, I already trumped that on my Razor Fist video, and that was one of my first two.
If you weren't around during those days of like 2015, 2016, you might not quite understand, but there was this like vortex of regardation that went down where everybody and their mother was making commentary videos because they were the hot shit around then, and people would get in spats with each other because they thought drama would be the thing that propelled them to the top, and Josh was no different. He was also like any other YouTuber with aspirations of becoming a millionaire, becoming famous online, thought that he could propel himself by constantly comparing himself to one another.
So, that nerdy bitch, basically, she's got more subs than me, but if you really think about it, if you take all my videos and you add up all the views, I have the same amount of views as one of her videos. I think it's kind of unfair that she got a boost from people. I think Egghead is just riding the drunken peasant's dick, and he's the shittiest YouTuber of all time. Even though I stand out here and point my fucking camera at the ground for like 1 minute, sometimes 4 minutes if you're lucky. I just thought I'd come outside for no reason, you know. It's a lot cooler when you just stand outside and just point the camera at the ground. See my house, guys? Doesn't it look cool? Look at this. See, we just added this new bush. It's so cool. Yeah. It needs a little work, but it's all right.
And it just kind of rained down on him because he would contradict himself nonstop, but he was always interested in talking about how successful he was here, how less successful somebody was over there, including he would just wander around outside every once in a while, and he would show our surroundings. and I can't be absolutely positive about where Josh's dwellings take place, but my interpretation from some of the information that I gathered is he was located in somewhere remote Texas, and that's all I can really know. Who knows if this rundown shack was his house? I don't think it was, but based on the insights that we'll see later, it's really hard to tell.
I really appreciate people checking out my stuff and coming back to it, because I'm not expected to get 7 subscribers this fast. So yeah, check out my YouTube channel.
Like any good lolcow, Josh had his detractors. He had plenty of people trying to troll him all the time, including getting him to just join random live streams, and I don't know, I never really could peg him as somebody that was capable of deciphering that they were trying to get one over on him. But he went on this live stream at one point where a group of people were basically talking smack, saying, well, Josh is, he's not going to be able to graduate, and they don't feel that bad because Josh, he'll never be able to hold down a job because he's lazy and can't accomplish anything.
So we talked a little bit earlier today. There's no way you're going to graduate.
I almost didn't go to school today.
Yeah, so what? You're fucked. You're done, man. What do we... This sucks. Says, what's a diploma going to do for Josh? My point exactly. And that's what I said to him today. I would feel bad if I was like, yeah, Josh, I want you to not graduate, if him graduating meant his life was going to improve at all. But, and I'm not being mean, it's the truth. I love you, Josh. I know you really well. You go to any job interview, let's say the 1 out of 1,000 chance that you actually get the job at the gas station or whatever, you'll get fired in a week because you can't just shit your pants and tell them you want to go home. And get someone from your school that's over 18 for me to interview about you so I could buy you a $60 video game. So if you can't do that little of work for that much of a payoff, there's no way you're going to do the amount of work required to hold a minimum wage job, which is all you would be qualified to get.
And Josh even said in a interview recently, within the past half year or so, that he was talking about how he really only has one real IRL friend to talk to.
Have you got
That's why.
Is a lot of your like social life on the internet, or have you got friends in real life you can talk to?
I have friends in real life. I guess I could like one friend in real life. I guess I could talk to.
Oh, that's good then. So if you lose your
we did a
access to
podcast together, but I forget about podcasting.
You should definitely do the podcast.
Like most other lolcows, he's stuck in this perpetual torment of getting his socialization from online, which is obviously not healthy, especially for somebody who has gone through plenty of complications on a health side, to say the least.
Like transition or whatever, but
yeah,
in terms of being trans, like 3 years, but like I've kind of struggled with it for like years before that. In fact, one of my Instagram posts, I kind of like said I was like non-binary, which is just,
yeah.
But that was more me like struggling with the whole gender thing and like wondering if it really mattered or not.
For one, as I mentioned, I keep calling him Josh. That's what he's most known by. But he is trans. He's going through transitions or something, and he goes by Jenny now. He has a weird catfish Instagram that was brought up, and that's all I really want to talk about with it. I'm gonna leave that for some other brave soul to talk about. That's not my cup of tea.
I'm not saying like it justifies anything, but I do have bipolar, so maybe that kind of makes things a little weird.
That's okay. Yeah, that does explain a lot.
I don't think it's like determines like the decision making that much, but
one aspect that does pique my interest is that Josh claims to be diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and we can't know for certain if that's true, but what we can examine is the fact that for once we're not really interacting with a lolcow who shouldn't understand right from wrong, who shouldn't understand or have a moral code that guides them. He is a person that should know all of the deeds that he is doing are wrong. And I think he does know deep down, if I'm being 100% honest. For example, he flip-flops on doxing. Early on, he talks about how he thinks doxing's okay, and this is one of the first interactions that I was able to become aware of between him and Devon.
Should be allowed to, or whether or not Devon Tracy should be allowed to dox. I think he should be allowed to give out public names, and that's it. Now, does he have the right to? I wouldn't say so, because I don't think so. I don't exactly know. I know that names are public information, but whether they are allowed to be shared, I don't know. But this whole idea that names bring drama to your family, as the fantastic whatever his name was said, look, I have given out my name publicly. People know my name is Joshua Bailey at my local town I used to live in. Nothing ever happened of it. You can't judge him for revealing names on the basis of doxing. Doxing is the revealing of personal information. Your name is not personal information.
Devon is known for perpetually doxing people online that talk shit about him. And Josh defended him. He said, you know what? That's most definitely what is up, YouTube. I'm going to take his side on that. And he'll walk it back every once in a while, but we just don't know what he actually believes in. It's always hard to tell. And when it comes to the trolling, we talked about how Josh had a group of people that were always trying to get one over on him. You know, make him look like a fool, expose all the weird esoteric things that he would do in his everyday life. And that included sending the principal of his high school confirmation that Josh shits himself while he's at school so that he can leave early.
Well, I didn't show it to his principal. I showed it to his vice principal and his counselor.
So this pelican right here somehow gets access to a computer and emails Josh's guidance counselor and vice principal. Now, Josh, tell us what happens from there.
Well, basically, I'm in class and she steps me out and basically says, is it true that you like to shit on yourself? And I'm like, no, it's just a misconception.
Now, I'm not one. I've seen memes about it of saying, oh, do you really not like going to work? Shit your pants. What are they going to do? Tell you can't go home? You just shit yourself. I mean, I think Josh might have been a trendsetter. He might have been figuring this out. Unfortunately, this whole shitting thing goes a little bit too far, and we'll examine that here pretty soon. He also pulls a Wings of Redemption, where he kind of gets caught up in his words.
But like even 16 at 45, that I'd let that slide because a 16-year-old can make her own damn decisions.
Always thought you had a crush on me.
There's not ample evidence of him being an outright creep, but there is this one quote that I could find where he was basically saying, it was a Wings of Redemption quote where, well, a teen girl, she knows what she's talking about. It's not like a little kid. Having sex with a teen's not that big of a deal.
So Josh, what did you mean when you said you don't understand why people that have sex with children are bastardized?
I did not say that. I said teenagers. They are...
Okay, I mean, I can play it back.
Well, they're teens.
Teens only for you, right?
I'm not allowed to have sex with teenagers, except for 18 and 19s. But I
So you say 18 or 19, and then the caveat is you say but. Okay, listen.
I can't believe that people bastardize people who sleep with teenagers. They're not children. Okay, legally they are, but they're not. They have...
So you aren't talking about 18 and 19-year-olds. You are talking about the ones that are legally children, which would be under 18. You said it. These are your words that I'm playing.
Okay, when I was talking about, okay, they're legally children, meaning that teenagers are legally considered children.
Yes. Yes, a 13-year-old is a child. We agree there. And I think it is not okay to have sex with one. Now, you seem to think differently.
Because they have the tits. It's different. They're not like children. I'm not a... Teenagers are not... They're not children. They're children by law, but not children by any stretch of the imagination.
So someone says, like uncle, dad, like son. Yeah, do you think this has anything to do with the fact that you were molested when you were a kid?
He gets caught in that little trap there. Who knows what he actually thinks, but I think it's pertinent to bring it up in this discussion of him just not really having these bolts tied in too tight into his head.
I've hated so much, but I don't give a fuck. People playing like this is a fucking video game. Oh, sorry, I'm just writing your motherfucking death warrant, because I'm about to make another fucking man.
Josh's first forays onto the internet was the aspirations of being a rapper. Who doesn't want to be a rapper? Nothing says being a rapper like growing up in a a poop-filled household, because everybody can relate to the struggles of that. He goes from time to time mumbling random lyrics of Rapist that I have no clue what he's saying.
Hey, I'm rapping along to one of my favorite songs by Jack Harlow. I'm going in for that, baby. Little baby. Little baby. Little baby. And I am meow.
Or what he's uttering, but he's a professional. He's a professional music artist, all right? You want to know how professional he is? He's dunking on Anthony Fantano.
That guy was a few screws short of a workbench.
Alright, get that shit out of here. Slam Doink, get that shit out of here. He's reviewing other Eminem knockoffs. That's right, baby. He's reviewing a guy named DJC.
Hello, this is another parental advisory from DJC. If you don't like DJC's music and messages, you can kiss his ass, because he still don't.
Enjoy I will. This is my review of the Dean Campbell LP by DJC.
Now his back catalog is basically gone outside of this review from Josoman, and it goes about as well as you might expect.
He says, motherfuckers talking crazy, saying I should quit. Tell him, I'm gonna tell him, make me eat a fucking dick. Basically saying that I'm not quitting. So, I don't know where these retirement rumors came up with, or speculations, but he's not retiring anytime soon. So, yeah.
Now Josh, he was not alone in creating his own type of music. He released 2 different EPs that I'm aware of, probably more. He had a SoundCloud at some point that's been wiped, disappeared from the internet, but he has an EP that's basically just copying Eminem that's called Pristine Billionaire.
Alright, bank clerk.
Yeah?
How much is in my bank account?
$7.5 billion.
What? That's insane.
Yes, says that you were inherited by a certain uncle. Eric was his name?
Yeah, that's hush money.
He has a song that he's literally copying Stan from Eminem. He also calls himself Fat Shady. No, this isn't a joke. No. This is all real. This is Fat Shady laying it down.
It keeps calling, but you ain't replying. It keeps going to freaking saying there's over 100 callers. I'm shocked. I can't talk right now.
And, you know, what really ties in an Eminem parody knockoff album? Ah, fuck it, throw in some bagpipes at the end. That's gonna get the crowd going.
Today we commemorate the pristine billionaire. Hats off to you, my brother.
Everybody's gonna be jumping up and down saying, "Oh yeah, I'm fucking with that business." That's most definitely what is up. The last album I could find from him is called Love and Tragedy. He even has a music video associated with it. It comes from one of his YouTube channels that hasn't been scrubbed.
About you, love and tragedy. I can't stop thinking about you, love and tragedy. No one's gonna hate you and love you.
It's mostly filled with all this music information that I'm talking about, and it's horrible. I mean, what did you expect? But at the same time, there was a glimmer of improvement going on between his initial music and now. It's a shame that we haven't been able to hear anything mix up those mixtapes from Mr. Josoman recently. Now, Josh wasn't a one-trick pony. No. We can't be having that around here, alright? Josh was aware that he had to diversify his portfolio. He had to showcase off all of his skills. And what would a man that has bigger tits than any girl that I've ever dated do? That's right, baby. He's doing food reviews.
Everybody. So today I'm reviewing the Big King XL. Here's what it looks like. Ooh, now it's time to take a big bite. This is really good. The flavoring's all good. And the way that, you know, something gets into your mouth and it tastes delicious, like you can taste all the flavoring. I would recommend this. So that was a good burger. I have to say, I'll give that a 10 out of 10. Really, a really strong burger, and I really like it.
It's weird. As I'm going through his catalog of videos, it does sort of give me, you know, take me back into a time portal. Because food reviews were also pretty popular back then. Everybody and their mother was doing them. And Josoman was no different. He, one of the only food reviews that I could find that still stands is a Burger King review. And boy, did he look like he loved it. It was delicious. Now, he wasn't a one-trick pony, alright? He would also do some very weird tasting foods. You know, if you remember iDubbbz's content comp about food reviewers, he wants people to review weird things in different places, and Josoman was on the case. He did a cranberry drink chug.
Today I am trying cranberry juice.
Up until the point that he had to spit it out, it didn't even really look like he was drinking that much. I mean, I'm not that impressed, Josoman. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Chief. He also proceeds to do a decaying bug remain review.
A lot of people have been commenting about my bugs, but what you don't know is that I'm their god, and that they get me food, and they give me bitches to fuck. So you know what? For you, I'm gonna show you how to get me food.
And I know we haven't gotten to dissecting his room yet. That's coming up here pretty shortly. But if a review of him eating dead bugs and carcasses inside of his room don't give you a good enough point, I don't know what will. And a good transition to get us from the food reviews to the state of his house and his room is this weird, gross, like clam chowder looking soup review.
God damn it, I have to eat this awful fucking soup for this food review. Alright, let's get it. Disgusting.
Where he basically takes a bite, spits it all out, and just chucks the fucking bowl in the background. And we'll come to see, Josh doesn't have a good record of cleanliness, to say the least. Just as a warning, we're going to see some pretty disgusting things throughout this video. Some of it's been censored by me, some of it's been censored by clip channels that I got these from, but we are dealing with pee pee poo poo goo goo gaga type of stuff, right? It is not solely, you know, him not brushing his teeth or making weird food hacks, alright? He even goes to the extent of, you know, digging through his room and whoops-a-doodle, he just finds some shit hanging out in there. Nah, not garbage, not trash, actual human feces sitting inside of his bedroom.
I've been getting a lot of complaints about my room being messy. Well, why don't you clean it, bitch? Guys, I think it's time for me to clean my room. Oh, there's poop. Gotta clean that up as well. That is it. Fuck this shit. All clean.
That's the type of animal that we're dealing with here, right? He also includes a piss and poop closet inside of his room.
Guys, it's your boy Josh, and today I'm gonna show you my piss closet. Oh my god. Yes, my piss closet. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. People ask me if this is a shit closet, not just a piss closet. It sure is.
Because, you know, taking an extra 5 feet outside into the bathroom, that's just too much work for Mr. Josoman. He's gotta take care of it right quick, right lickety split. You know, he can't be wasting his time. And you're probably sitting there wondering, man, I can't imagine the decay that's going on there. There's probably never been any cleaning that has ever occurred inside that house. And you'd probably be right, because Mr. Josoman even showcases the state of his feet.
I'm currently cleaning, but I thought I would show off my foot.
Just from walking around his own room. The room that's covered in trash, the room that's covered in piss and shit, his feet are just caked in disgustingness. I don't know how you reach this point. I also don't know how you live there without dying from some weird disease that's gonna take over you. Josh also has a poop chair.
I'll show you my poop chair. I've had this thing since around 2020, and it's been added to my pile. But one thing I love about it is adding stuff to it. I think it's dinner for the flies. Dinner for the fucking flies.
That's right. I'm pretty sure, based on my research, that this picture of the poop chair is an imitation poop chair. I know, that's crazy. But to my understanding, he had a different poop chair that, I don't know, must have gotten way too destroyed. I mean, at any amount of poop on a chair, you'd think you'd have to throw it out, but he was stockpiling. You know, he was saving his resources. You know, maybe he had some Reese's Cups. You know, you got some peanut butter chunks down there, and he was just saving a snack for later. Who really knows? But what I do know is, because of the size of Josh, you can't really wipe that clean. I mean, we saw it with Airsoft Fatty. You know, the lady of the night did not want him because he couldn't wipe his ass well enough. That's Josoman. And when you're too lazy to even go to the bathroom and you're taking shits and piss inside of your room, there's a good chance that you're not going to bother to wipe your ass either. He's probably got that perpetual ass itch nonstop. And because of the smell and all the decaying food and trash that's inside of his room, it kind of looks like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. There's just flies and bugs all over the place. They land on him during reviews. I mean, we've seen roaches show up in different people's videos of them flying by or whatever, but he literally has them land on him. He's a giant piece of shit that they're just eating off of. They're enjoying it. And you're probably sitting there like, man, how much shame does Josoman have related to this? Well, according to him, it's essentially nothing.
I'm back cleaning my room. Look at this. So far, this is my progress on it. Got some trash bags going. And, yeah. Gonna put this trash in the freaking thing. You know, to all you haters, basically saying that you want to call a welfare check on me because you think I'm not a grown-ass man and can't clean my room. Fuck you. Stay positive. Be like me. Be like me. Be like me. Be like me. So today I'm giving you guys another room tour. So hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright. Gonna show you my cups. This is what I was eating today. Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, you gotta get ready for Christmas. And when I'm not eating that, I'm eating SpaghettiOs straight out of the can.
He even has a clip of him celebrating. Yeah, you know, celebrate good times, come on. Dun-dun-dun-dun. We're gonna do it, you know, when you go to the beach, you build sandcastles, we're gonna do a shit castle inside of his room. It's already nice and lubricated, we don't even have to add water to it, baby. We've got all the materials we need to have a good time. And it doesn't stop with just his room, alright? Because he also has horrible hygiene when it comes to brushing his teeth. No surprise, somehow his teeth are in a better condition than Josh Saunders. I don't know how that is. Maybe it's all the sugary alcohol that Josh drinks that just doesn't really vibe with Mr. Josoman. I have seen that he drinks soda all the time, but his teeth aren't in the worst condition. He even flexes on the haters by brushing his teeth and proving, yeah, I do it. Yeah, I do. I won't take a shit in the bathroom, but I'll make sure I'll go in there and brush my teeth, because fuck the haters. That's most definitely what is up.
You know, I've been getting a lot of comments about my hygiene lately, about how basically that my teeth are bad looking. Well, you know what I say to that? My teeth are perfect. I brush them every single day. When I wake up at 9 a.m. to when I wake up at 7 p.m. after a nap. So I need my teeth to be pulled. You want to make fun of my teeth? Take it up with the next guy. Not everyone is Mark Wahlberg and has perfect teeth. Fuck you. People say that I don't brush my teeth. Well, looky here. This is the bathroom where I brush my teeth. Ain't it nice? Time to get it from there. And, yeah.
And last but not least, we have a house tour. Now, for a long time, I was watching some of these clips, and I was sort of feeling like a conspiracy theorist, right? I was sitting there like, you know, maybe you remember that like house that we saw very early on that I said might be abandoned, might be his house, it's hard to tell. In my head, I'm like, oh, well, if it is an abandoned house, right? Okay. Well, Josoman is just playing up the act. He found some abandoned house, went in there, there's a bunch of trash and shit in there, and he's pretending like it's his house. No, no, no. We get a house tour, and we find out that this is 100% his house. Chock full with multiple bathrooms and bedrooms full of trash, chock full with his grandma hanging out downstairs. That's most definitely what is up, YouTube.
Hello, everyone. I am here with my dog at a freaking house tour. Everybody, this is my room. Yeah. Gonna, show the freaking other rooms. This is the toilet. This is the shower. This is the bags of clothing, you know, just the essentials, you know. And this is my brother's room, kind of a generalized area. You know, I kind of learned a lot from this room, that you can just place your guitar wherever you want. This is my, you know, mom's bedroom. I kind of like it, you know. Gets me feeling all right. And yeah. Yeah. This is my mom's toilet for her room. Look at this spectacular room. This is the living room, Grandma. This is the living room. This is how good it is. My friend Sam.
Or is there someone I can arrest?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need proof.
seems too good to be true, right? And I honestly still kind of believe that. I think within the Josoman community, we've all kind of accepted that some of Josh's personality is trolling, all right? And one case that I think is trolling, but I don't know, it's hard for me to decipher, is he makes a lot of jokes about dying dogs.
And with me personally, I've gone through a lot of dogs over the years. And I know what you're thinking. Did you kill them? No. You know, accidents happen, man. That's the way of the world, you know? When you're a strong, independent man like me, you get many opportunities to get dogs in your life who will help you in your journey. You know? And I swear to you, I didn't kill them, you know? Like, my recent dog, he got injured in a freaking car accident. You know why? Because that pussy couldn't get out of the fucking road.
And I don't know why. I don't know why that would be the target of his harassment, is saying, I had a stupid bitch dog and it got hit by a car, what a dumb idiot. Or on his Instagram page, where he's posted memes of dogs getting run over by lawnmowers. You know, it comes off kind of psychopathic, kind of, woo, you know, spinning the finger around your ear type of situation. Now, personally, I feel like he's just joking, but with some of the other things that he goes on to say, it really makes me second guess. And maybe that's just credit to Josoman. You know, we should all sit back and say, gee whiz, what a great improv comedian that we can all cherish in our lifetime, including him talking about his prawn reference, you know, his preference for prawn.
Watching two ladies scissor on their backs as they come to the right conclusion is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like to watch a dude ram another dude's ass. And the muscles, man. The muscles are so freaking awesome. Watching a black dude fuck a white blonde chick is very satisfying. Mainly because I like big black cocks.
That's most definitely what is up. He's just non-stop gooning, telling you how to eat the puss, telling you that he likes seeing big black dicks.
And just go, as I'm eating the pussy. Just grab that motherfucking thing and go.
And I think at a certain point in Josoman's career, he saw all the trolling that he was getting, he saw all the hate that he was getting, and he started to kind of lean into it and kind of be like, haha, yeah, I do like dick, that's so funny, haha. Now, another wrench that gets thrown into it is the whole, you know, transitioning thing that goes on with him. Is he actually attracted to men? It's hard to tell. To my knowledge, I haven't encountered anything that says Josoman's ever had a relationship with anybody, so how am I supposed to know? There was an Instagram post at one point where he talks about being asexual, but his Instagram also comes off as this sort of thing that's like a parody, that's trying to be a joke, that's like, wow, look at all these shit drawings, what the fuck's going on here? It's really confusing. I mean, he even leans into the meme of being a former U.S. sniper.
You know, I served in Iraq as a U.S. sniper. Kept going for my freaking country. My freaking country.
You know, he was at the top of his class, destroying Al-Qaeda. He's doing everything for the troops. That's most definitely what is up. He also tends to get shirtless, dance around.
Every single woman would love to have the privilege of fucking me. You know why? Because I'm a hot stud. Fuck my micro penis. Fuck my micro penis. Fuck my micro dick.
He even stoops to the Boogie 2988 level.
One for me and one for the hooker. One for me and one for the hooker. One for me and one for the hooker.
Should have saw that coming.
He gets down on that soggy, soiled, poop-filled mattress and starts humping it, just like Boogie did the flex on the haters on Twitch. And, you know, it wouldn't be a perfect troll unless there was some shit to be involved with it.
You know, the Constitution was made in 1776. But you know what? It took a lot to get there.
I don't know what it is with lolcows and just tormenting and harassing their elderly family members, but Josh is no different from the rest of them. I mean, Cyrax has Sally. You got Crystal and Leslie who have Grandpa. I mean, it's a non-stop tirade of just disaster going on within these households. And as Josh said in the intro, he's obviously telling a joke about drunk driving, but...
Grandma, are you serious about the drunk driving thing?
Don't start on it, Josh.
Well, think about it, Grandma.
No, I'm not gonna think about it. It's just plain stupid, Josh.
What if it was legal? Would it be wrong? Think about it. Like, why?
No, I don't know why you want to talk about it. Because you know my feelings about it, and I don't want to talk about it.
Well, think about it, Grandma. If someone's driving high speed sober, they're gonna drive high speeds drunk. Also, is it really impairing someone?
I want to tell you something, Josh.
What?
You can better control it if you're high speed and sober.
Well,
when you're high speed and drunk, you can kill somebody. Is that what you want to do? Do you want to kill somebody, Josh?
I think it's the responsibility of the people driving to not get in the way.
No, that's stupid, Josh. You're just stupid.
His grandmother knows no better, and I'm not going to exonerate her. I don't know how Josh ended up in the situation that him and his brother are living with his grandmother, but I am going to say maybe a senile old woman that is trying to take care of you should have more respect than you showing up and saying, hey grandma, drunk driving's cool. I mean, it is based to me, but it is not understood by the elderly lady. What isn't cool that Josh did was he told this absolutely perverted, messed up sexual joke to his grandmother.
I'm sorry for how I've been acting lately. And you're a good grandma. Any man would have the privilege of fucking your old pussy.
Do what? What did you say?
Nothing, Grandma. Just keep being you.
Who either A, didn't understand it, or B, didn't hear him, which I guess is to save the last sanity that she has left in her head, because she's not going to have the luxury of getting locked up in some loony bin somewhere. She's already trapped in the loony bin, and it smells of piss and shit in there, and you got fat Josh coming down there to make those gross sexual jokes to you. And I don't know, like, we're starting to get this trend of some incestuous things going on with a bunch of these lolcows. I don't like it, alright? I know Sigmund Freud would be having a field day with what's going on here, but I'm not down the clown with that.
I want to ask you something. Do you want to hear my freestyle? Okay. When I went to the park, I felt like a shark. Everyone knows that I look like Paul Blart. Everyone knows that I clean my room. Everyone knows that I refuse. If you don't know me, then that's the bet. Skid marks on my pants don't make me shit. But that's just the question of the hour. I retire. Did you think it was good?
Didn't make any sense.
His talents obviously is gonna freestyle to his grandma. You know, we never see his brother. At least I've never seen his brother. For all I know, his brother could be a figment of his imagination. But we do see grandma, and we do have to listen to Josh spit down some sick bars. You know, just really go hard. And his grandma, once again, has no fucking idea what the hell is going on. Mention Josh's art Instagram briefly. He allegedly has this other Instagram for his Jenny persona. I don't know if it still exists. I don't know if he still uses it. But what I can access is his Joso art page, which is just a bunch of MS Paint fucking disasters, including Joe Biden and Donald Trump and Hulk Hogan just going hard in the paint. And there's also just weird caption pictures of himself talking about that he's like a wolf and that he's figuring out his life and all these weird motivational quote type of things. It honestly just makes me think that either A, I'm being trolled and this isn't actually his Instagram page, or B, it's just all a fucking troll together that's trying to get traction. Because if people see it and they're like, holy shit, who is the psychopath posting MS Paint things?
So today I am gonna show you my art. I drew this. This is my favorite art so far, you know?
They're gonna get saturated content to make a video about him. And congrats, Mr. Josh, because that's how we've ended up at this point right now. Now, one prominent figure that we all know all too well, and even has been mentioned early on in this video, is Mr. King Cobra JFS.
To ask him about the King Cobra video for KeeperCast. I think I would show you an image of it just to prove I've talked to him.
Yeah.
But I don't think I should share the KeeperCast video.
That's fine. If you don't want to
Yeah.
share it, you don't have to. We're just saying if you want to talk about it.
It's basically we talked about ironically like poop, not to keep it good.
Cobra has talked to Josh before. They've interacted with each other. Now, I don't have any of these audio recordings. We're going based off of Josh's own word, but I kind of believe it because a couple years ago, he even made an MS Paint drawing of Mr. Cobra himself. Look how beautiful that bad boy is. He's looking sick, he's looking pissed, he's looking revolting, he's looking insulting. And we're gonna close down this show with the end game. As mentioned earlier, Josh went on a live stream interview with another creator who I'll have linked down below, and they went through a bunch of different main events that have gone on in Josh's career, including the piss and poop closet and the poop chair.
The poo chair and piss closet. Do you actually use those, or is that just for videos?
The piss closet is just for videos.
That's just for videos. The poo chair though.
The poop chair. It's just over time, just like when I wipe, when I go into the bathroom, I wipe and stuff. I sit down, and I guess it's not 100%, and then sometimes I guess it just seeps through because like I wear shorts a lot. I wear sweatpants. I guess it just, I don't know. Like I think personally, it's just like an issue I have personally.
And Josh claims that the piss closet is only used for videos. It's only a comedic thing there. I'm confused by that because you're not cleaning the floor. You're not out pissing the floor, right? You're not going to get towels. It's just going to stay there. Sure, you probably don't use it every time, but let's not pretend like that makes any difference. Now, the poop chair, he kind of leans into the fact that it is real and the current one might not actually be the actual one that all of the legacy comes from, but it seems like he still might be getting some shit on that chair from time to time. Now, as I mentioned earlier, they collaborated on an Instagram account called FosterHomeOrgy, and essentially Josh started to get some money from doing cameos over there. I don't know how that shaped out because I was completely unaware of him until recently. I'm not saying I'm the one who's the be-all end-all, but I mean, he was making a decent amount of money. He wasn't making a livable money, but a decent amount to supplement whatever government aid his household's getting.
You know, I want to make a video for the people saying you need help or a welfare check. And look, I'm doing the best I can. And I have friends who encourage me to clean, but I just don't do it. I just don't. Like, that's just simply it. I've been to the mental institution many times before, and they only keep me there for a few days. And the resources here are slim pickings, my boy. Slim pickings, my boy. And I make money from cameos a lot. And when people talk about welfare checks, like it hasn't been done, it's not helpful. It's annoying. I'm a grown-ass man, dog.
So,
I don't know. It's like kind of...
The money you were pulling in from the Instagram, was it enough, like, to live off? Not, well, maybe not live off, but...
I wouldn't say, like, live off of, but it was definitely enough to where...
It helped.
Like, it helped. Like,
yeah.
I got paid fairly. Like, I would say, like, it's a bit of an exaggeration from some people that it was just... Like, some people will say, like, the reason why the page was taken down was because of the money issue, but it wasn't. It was just because I said the owner's name, and, like, people were, like, harassing him about it, and he has a family and stuff, so I just, you know, didn't want... He just didn't feel like if my mom found out, like, we should probably quit it. In general, it wasn't because of trying to hide it. In fact, I think he made some posts about it.
I mean, props off to him, but you know, there was obviously some sort of disruption that led to the downfall of that account. From my understanding, there was a money dispute going on in the background. Josh contradicts that, says that's not true, but why tear down a very popular account at that point then? It all just doesn't really line up to me. And we're going to leave you with Josh talking about what his plans for the future are. Now, mind you, this interview is from a couple months ago, and I haven't been able to find anything else. As I stated early on, finding any content of this dude is almost impossible. It is super hard, and shout out to the people that do have some of that content saved, because I was able to conjure up this video, and I'm appreciative of that. Now, he says he wants to start doing a podcast, which I haven't heard of, and he also says that he wants to start doing long-form video essays.
I really enjoyed doing that type of content, but I just moved on because, like, at the end of it, I just wasn't really feeling it, and my mom found out, so... Yeah.
So, what's next then, after your mum calms down? So, obviously, you got your podcast. But is there anything else on the cards?
I might not do the podcast, but I'm thinking about doing video essays. I'm working on a video right now, which I'm not going to explain because I don't want someone like doing the video.
Secret, yeah.
Whatever that means, because none of the content that I've ever seen from Josh was ever overly edited. I mean, it was edited enough to be somewhat comprehensible, but not enough for me to be like, ah, yes, this man, he's going to start making full-length documentaries. He's going to make a retort to me and be like, saturated content, more like saturated content, am I right, guys? But either way, we've reached the end of Poopy Boy Josh story, and what an interesting enigma that exists. Who knows if Josh will ever see this? Who knows if I'll ever be able to find a way if Josh ever responds to this, because he doesn't stay consistent on his Twitter or Instagram, and he doesn't really have an active YouTube channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.